Namaste Ji.
Namaste.
I didn't know it would be like a bungee jump.
Bungee jump?
Bungee jump.
Oh, yeah.
So I had these conversations with you, these questions, like 100 times inside of myself. And I decided to put stop to it and speak with you.
Okay, good.
So
this bungee jump, when you go down, you must not come back up. Bungee without the cord, without the rope.
There is no cord here. So to establish,
yes,
there is this awareness. I really cannot say if it's easy to go to the lower parts of consciousness, but how high I can go is there is this awareness. And in the awareness, I am watching the witness. And he's observing those different states of consciousness.
Okay.
Which I know that I'm not. So there are, even now, I know. So
okay, say all that you said again. Say it for me again.
Yes. There is this awareness I can feel, not only in me, but everywhere. And in it, there's this observation taking place.
So you are observing
the witness, observing.
What does the witness look like? You're observing the witness. What is the shape of the witness? What did it look like?
No shape. It has no shape.
How you observe it then?
I feel there is a presence that is watching, but I'm not this presence. It's like watching somebody else in front of me, watching the movie.
It's good.
This.
Okay.
Yeah.
So therefore, nothing that has a name and form can be said to be what you are.
Yes.
So we can also say then that whatever is comprised of, whatever is made out of the five elements and their combination, so the visible world, anything you can see, is not you, the one who sees. Can we say like that? Can we say it like this? So therefore, not just saying, oh, the chair, I am not the chair, I'm not the house, I'm not the trees, I'm whatever, but anything which is a construct of the five elements. So this is a vast concept now. So anything that is perceivable, through the senses, I am not this thing. Can you say like that?
Yes.
Okay. Including this body also, it can be seen also.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything. So my question to this awareness is that what I feel when I look at you is that this consciousness is very stable in you and somehow relaxed.
Okay.
As in being aware of this being here. And I'm really not using the superficial language. This is the real experience of to experience the awareness of my being and your being. I see that your being is really anchored and in the same time flowing, very stable in this awareness. As to this being here, it's a bit fragile. So my question to you is, how was it with you, Guruji? Was it also fragile and then at some point it became untouchable? Is it how does it go?
I like an open space that doesn't decide who will come and who will go, like this. So
Yes.
everything can be felt in it. Fragility also can be felt, but it's also just momentary. What is not a problem what you feel, but who you are, the one feeling it,
Yes.
and what labels you create, what meanings you give. You see, in a sense, you believe. Our belief in the things, in a sense, you believe them into existence for you, and they become experience. And so it's like putting another object into the space of your being.
So what I'm doing right now.
And also, I am not doing.
Okay.
Not in that way. The sense inside is that the universe and the vital force,
Yes.
which is the animating power in the universe, which is being expressed in each body, which is the animating principle inside all living things. This vital force is responsible for all the activities. It is the one barking there and listening here and functioning like that, along with the consciousness, which is just in a sense the medium of knowingness, of perception, and mind, which is also an aspect of consciousness, is, you may say, the names and forms department of consciousness, which is saying this is this and this is this and so on like this. All these are going as one harmony, they are playing. It's enough work. I don't need to do more than that. I'm only perceiving. This is my joy. I also have the sense of doing and of being in this body.
Yes.
And doing something and saying, hey guys, come on, we gotta go. Come on, it's getting late. And so all these things are being said. And it's all fine because there's really no deep identity in it. I see then that is the consciousness, the universe wants to behave like that. It's behaving like that. When there's no personal investor deeply inside the activity, which creates a distortion in perception or distortion of consciousness, then the consciousness, everything you do is the activity of the universe or of God, you can say, without ego. But even ego also. Should I explain more?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Because even ego, which gives the feeling of autonomy, that we are separate, enough to be separate from God, to say, I don't believe in God, I believe in this or I believe in that, is part of the gesture of consciousness in its great expansiveness as diversity and apparent free will and all the full spread of concepts and feelings, and it's just such a vastness of possibilities. It permits that, it governs that, even when it appears to not govern. It's so free that it allows aspects of itself to deny it. It is so free, it even allows aspects of itself to reject it. I hate it, bloody hell. That is freedom, you see. But somehow you come to see this, not because you study it in a book, but because consciousness is not about knowledge so much, but about knowingness, about perceiving and not having to tighten any concept. It moves freely with everything. It is not depending on concepts to feel any particular way. There's so much we could talk about. But until you're ready fully to absorb it, it will just be a kind of entertainment for the mind.
I don't feel it fragile right now. I feel it present,
Yes.
like in the energy of Shiva.
Yes.
Like strong.
Yes.
I feel it. I am this.
It is like the wind. You cannot see the wind. You can only see its effects. And you cannot see consciousness in that way. But you can sense its effects and its presence. Is what life is really all about. And I feel after seeing a little bit, I can say it's enough. Don't go and open every door looking. You will not know it like that. Just follow this simple thing, this key. Keep observing that all the things that you perceive emotionally, tangibly, through the senses and through the mind, they're only ephemeral, they're just momentary. It is okay. Some moments are longer than others. We can enjoy. But all somehow are durations. It has a beginning, has a middle, as end. And perhaps a good example or a metaphor would be like if we were to look at an expanse of water, it's a movement, it's moving. It's one expanse. Whatever shape it takes, it's still just one body of water. Let's call that the sense of being, the great ocean of being. But let's say we took a look at one area. We zoom in and you see something, movement comes up when we look at that particular movement, and it rises and we say, that's called a wave. But it's only water. And say, there's the birth of a wave. It's only water movement. Then it flows along and you say, that's the life of the wave. But it's only water. And then it subsides again. And you say, it died. Poor wave. But it's only water.
Yes.
The consciousness is like this to me. Like we are also at the bodily level, body-mind level, like the waves of consciousness. But that's not only what there is about us. We are also the inner being. And that is not a wave. This is where the example becomes redundant. Our body-mind flow is like a wave, but our inmost being is not a wave. It's where the wave takes its birth. It's where the concept of wave takes the birth. Takes the sense of time and duration, of beginnings and endings, all conceptual. All is water only. All concepts are consciousness only. Waves of consciousness. But you don't need to know that, maybe. I don't know.
Can I come?
We are watching. Yes, you can come.
Can I come, Mujituru?
Sure.
I have one humble request. I have one humble request, but I would like to state it from being close.
Okay. Okay. Namaste. Very good.
I'm on this path of searching for 15 years.
Yes.
I never took any guru, any master. I was looking for someone flawless, who is flawless, so I could become the one with him, through him. From all the beings in the whole world, you are the only being I've seen to be flawless. And my son, when he was born. When he was born, I saw he taught me the unconditional love.
Gotcha.
I look at him and I told him, you cannot do anything for me to love you more or love you less. And this was my first experience of unconditional love.
This is good.
Yes.
But one thing, when you say is flawless, what you mean flawless?
I mean, there is many things happening around you. 3 days ago, there was this angry young boy there.
Which one was here? This angry young boy was here?
Yeah. Anyway, I
was trying to remember. You remember the young boy, hungry one? Huh? Oh, okay.
Yes. And there is many things happening in the field. And I know that somehow in the many aspects of life, there are some flaws of the ego I can see in myself and the people. And I'm watching your movies, and here. And in the ashram, when everything, there was like a lot of things happening also yesterday, like people coming with something and asking you to bless the something, I don't know.
Changing room.
Yeah. Exactly. And I look at you, and I haven't seen there even a small scratch on the surface. And this makes me why I can kneel in front of you. And if you allow me to be your student, I would like to ask you to become my Guruji, my teacher. I never asked anybody before of this, never.
Okay, one more thing. Because sometimes I might display also anger, but it is not personal. Sometimes, but it's not. It's actually blessing, actually too. I think it's nothing personal. Because one man, I tell you why I say this, because we had a beautiful interview. One man came from the Times of India, and he wanted to interview. We had a beautiful interview evening. Actually, I'm very careful, but it was meant to be 45 minutes. It went on for over 3 hours, And at the end of it, he said to me, I have interviewed many, many masters, gurus, and so on, but I really like you, and so on. No? Then he asked me, actually, I only have problems with 2 things about you. I said, okay, what is it? No? So he said, this color shirt you're wearing, because it was saffron color, like sadhu or something. He says, all these master gurus, they wear this color. And, I said, yeah, but I wear other colors too, He said, you do? I said, yes. Oh, okay, that's good. I said, okay. And then after he says, what's the next thing? Then he said, this mala that you're wearing. All the gurus are wearing these malas and, like for power and all of these things. I said, no, I wear because I like. And people give, Not that I think, this one is going to give you a lot of Shakti. Sometimes you go to the people in the jewelry shop and they say, yes, Swamiji, this one give you a lot of Shakti, give you a lot of blessing. But they are surrounded by the things. They don't look blessed at all themselves. I said, but surely, if one of them can do this for me, you must be well taken care of. So I said, no, I don't wear things for that. We are not into good luck and bad luck and so on. Just for fun. And then he said, yeah, I like you. I said, I wonder if I'm picking up trouble here, But genuinely, if you are feeling, because you have this feeling like that, it must not come from your head, also come from your heart. And it's 2 ways. You don't choose master, only master must choose you also. You're trying to find a good master, but you have to be a good disciple also. No? And one beautiful thing about this satsang is that I want to, as it needn't be a very long relationship.
I accept this.
You understand? In the most beautiful sense, no? Because it is to bring you into harmony is one, no? And then really beyond master, disciple, but no arrogance. You cannot cheat the self. And the self will never reveal itself in an arrogant mind. And sometimes people go, I don't need anyone, I can do my... It will never happen in this arrogance. All beings are touched by ignorance. But when ignorance combines with arrogance, then darkness comes into the world. So don't say, yeah, I don't need. When you were a baby, you were without need. Somebody had to give you food, wash your bottom and stuff like this. You were not arrogant then. How you became so arrogant? You see? If you remember this, then okay. Then we are very good together. And so on this basis also, with if in this kind of relationship, then the master is not interested in our private story, except they want your happiness, of course, but not just earthly happiness, always working for your freedom. And so it is good that you must follow the advice for freedom implicitly. Don't cut and edit things, but follow, and quickly you'll come to that fullness of awakening.
This is what I feel. This is what I feel.
Yeah.
That you are like, with all the respect, a train that we all can get inside, and you take us because you are already there, and I see this. This is what I mean when I say flawless.
Okay.
I see this.
And then you become a good candidate for freedom.
Okay. Guruji, I would like to ask you to, for last half year, my life went aside. I'm starting new life. I started it already, new life. I would like to ask you to give me a spiritual name.
You're going to get me into a lot of trouble, you know.
Yes.
Okay, we talk about it after, okay?
Where?
Somebody will come and talk to you about this and tell you what it means to take a name. Because we don't try and encourage people to take name and nothing, no. You don't need it. Some people, of course, at a certain point in their journey, they feel that somehow there's too much person in the name.
Yes.
Like this. And it's a genuine stage or something, then they may come and ask, sir, please, is it possible to, and then we think about it. And also, what does a name mean? It's a kind of an initiation. It's not just, a name out of a hat or something. So
I'm aware of this. I also didn't come here.
Yeah. And then we usually talk about this very discreetly.
Okay. One last thing. Not for me.
Okay.
Not for this being. My girlfriend, that I love very much, Natalia, it is her birthday today. And I think that the best present in the world is that if you could say something to her. Like happy birthday.
What kind of disciple is this going to be now? I have to sing happy birthday. Whatever.
Please.
Happy birthday from Rishikesh to you. One girl, she was like this in the beginning. You know, she was saying like this, I have my life. I don't want to give up my life. I have this thing to do, and I don't want to have to be, surrendering. I said, but who's asking you to surrender anything? Yes, but I don't always. But I want you to be my guru. I said, my God. It would be an unfortunate guru who ends up with a disciple like you. It's like a relationship of pure trouble. Sri Ramakrishna told one story. He told, he said one day he was going to see some person. He was walking through a field. As he was walking, he noticed they passed one pond, and he said, wait, what is this? He saw that one water snake, small one, had caught a frog. But the frog was too big for him to eat. And the snake was too strong for the frog to kick him off. So they just locked like this. No movement. So master goes his way and has his evening. They talk, had satsang. On the way back, they're coming. They're still locked into suffering. One cannot give up this food which he cannot eat, and the other one cannot kick off this nuisance which he cannot get rid of. A very bad relationship, I think. But even bad relationships, when they end, still people grieve. Say no more.